selling my Peeping Tom record for $125 plus shipping. It's going to Cali. So I reinforced the record mailer with another sheet of cardboard. And then I sold a Via Pepper glass I've had for quite a while. So that's going. Sold quite a few things on my sale that I've had for a while. I got some lower offers on some of it. It seems like as soon as you lower your price, they basically want to lower it a little more. So I'm running to town because I'm going to a sale in the morning in Erie, a estate sale, because they have hundreds of albums. And I finally got a hold of the lady. She said she thought they were $2 each or 3 for $5. So I'm hoping for the best. They only laid a few out: Blondie, Black Sabbath, George Thorogood. I can see one down in the crate with Simon and Garfunkel, but that's common stuff. So I don't know what the other stuff's going to be. I don't know who else is going to show up. So I'm going to leave, try to be up there by 8:30. It starts at 9:30. And I'll sign my name and hope for the best as I get in there. I mean, luckily it's like 12 different boxes or more, so it's not like if at least half a dozen people show up just for the albums like me, there's going to be a lot of looking, so unless somebody goes, I'm buying it all. And I figure I'm just going to do what I planned on doing, pulling everything I'm interested out. Then I will look at the condition of it and put back what I don't want. And that's the only way you really can do it. So anyway, I'm hoping that I'll find some goodies, like some 90s vinyl would be nice. I don't know that many records and seeing a Black Sabbath record, I can see zooming in on the photo as much as I could. I can see it looks a little wore out. So there's also that thing is, don't know how bad these records are. So maybe somebody had a bunch in their stock and they just wanted a way to get rid of them, so they take them to that estate sale. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff, comics and all kinds of neat stuff. So I'm sure I'll find some. I know a few key items they always keep an eye out for, so that's like a backup, because one of them could be anywhere from $100 to $800. A few things I've been looking for lately. But anyway, and once I find one of those expensive things, then I'm going to share it. Alright. I'll be seeing you in the morning sometime, unless something interesting happens between now and then. What a beautiful day to go to an estate sale. I hope the roads ain't too bad. It's been pouring all night. Brought my umbrella. Whoa. Don't know how it's gonna pan out today. Got 2 big red bags I'm gonna take with me. I got my umbrella. I don't think I'll stand in line. I'm gonna get out and sign their sign-up sheet. I'm just going to sit in my van. I thought I'd drive somewhere, take up some time, so I'm hoping to be there an hour early. So I'm going to have an hour that I'll probably just have to sit in my van and watch YouTube or something, but I don't know Erie well enough. Most places are still going to be closed, being Saturday, so... Alright, anyway, I'll update you. I doubt about filming the estate because it's going to be hectic enough, so if I can get any little footage I will, but I highly doubt it. It'll probably be crowded. I don't know if I'll have a good number in or what's going to happen, so we'll see. I don't like the roads being so wet though. Still got winter treads on, which I got to get off in a week. Haven't done my taxes either. Ha-ha! Well, I haven't taken them in or quite finished them, that's all. Whoa, what is this? Huh. Wow, they're fishing, I guess. I have not been this way. I don't know where I'm at, right? Lake Pleasant Road. What is that? Is that like a reservoir or something? I know it's not a natural lake because Canadota is like the 2nd largest natural lake in PA. Wow, that's pretty high up today. Of course, I've never been here. Well, if I have, it's been 40 years, so I have no idea. Huh, cool. A less windy road would have been nice, Google. I'm thinking I should have just went up the regular way to Erie and then cut over whenever. And Buffalo Road. I haven't been over here forever. I've never maybe been ever here. I used to go to the field house, and that's the only time I've ever on this side of Erie as far as I can recall. Where am I going? Another street. I got through. I get stressed out when I travel now. I don't like it. Getting close. Huh. Thought I just talked about this thing. I am 7th on the list. So that's pretty cool. It's 8:30, got an hour before they open the doors. So I got a half decent parking space. I'm in between 2 driveways, which I don't like parking like that, but I'm not parking any further down the street. I'm probably just going to put my hat on and not worry about getting too wet. I don't care. There's a lot of stuff here, so I'm going to try to only pick up records. I'll look at the other stuff just in case there's something else, but I don't know. There's just so many records. I mean, there's like, if I can insert a picture, I'll show you what it looked like.
Gosh. Wow-wee. Jeepers.
There's at least 12 boxes. There's probably maybe more boxes than that. I was guessing there's over 500, but probably below 1,000, but I don't know. So, yeah. Well, now it's just a boredom of sitting here. Just watch some YouTube. It's only 8:32. Well, 9:05. I'm going to probably, once this video's over in about 10 minutes, I'm going to walk over and stand out front until they open the door. I don't know if I even take my umbrella. It pretty much quit raining. I don't see any drops on the windshield. So, it's hard sitting here this long. My stomach was bothering me. I hate mornings. I don't have a mount, so I better stop trying to record while I'm driving. Anyway, I will tune you in later. Well, and then hopefully something here. The other one had nothing in Erie. It sucked. Oh, I forgot to take my hat off. I guess it's staying on since I'm not going to have bad dew. Went to that record, or got this records. I think I already mentioned it was not part of the actual estate. It was extra stuff, so there's nothing that great in there. Everything was picked clean, basically, other than some... I found some neat stuff. I don't know what everybody else got. I know one guy was looking through the box that he was in. Right when I finally made it around that box, there was beetles and stuff in there, and he took the whole back stack of that box. Now, I don't know if he checked them or not. A lot of them guys didn't even check their records. So I got mine picked out, and then I checked, and I went back around again. But anyway, the one playing is the Explorers soundtrack. Isn't that movie by, who did this movie? It's Joe Dante. Yeah. I always mix them up because there's other space movies that came out. Anyway, I'll show you my few things I got from the Salvo first. I went to the one in Erie. Nothing new in there. I looked through some of the shirts. Got a few VHS. Got Adventures of Ford Fairlane. They brought a bunch of new stuff out as soon as I got there, but there was really nothing in it. I got excited though. Ghost Stories, Charles Dickinson. The Fog, but it was a library copy, so the back's all screwed up. Blade, I think that was out there. It's not really worth anything. And The New Guy. But there was about 3 other ones I thought about getting, but I just didn't care. And I got Stephen King Dreamcatcher. It's not the best of shape. It'll be $5. Hopefully it'll sell. I don't know how books will sell this year. This one looked like it was worth reselling. Red Ball in the Sky by Charles Blair. He's a pilot. Colorful, often thrilling, always engrossing account of the life and times of one of America's great pilots. Forward by Lowell Thomas, whoever that was. And I got a few records. 6 records to be exact. The Fifth Dimension. I like the cover, so I got that. The Mikado, I only got it for one reason. What's it say right there? Eric Idle from Monty Python's in it. Susan Bullock, I don't think any relation to the other Bullock. That's the only name I see, Eric Idle. That's pretty cool though. Americans, it's a narrated thing. I do not know if it's music or what. Looks a little gross, but means clean. I think it's spoken word crap. There wasn't many albums up there. I got on Golden Pond. It's pretty rough too, but it's okay, I guess. Berlin to Broadway, Kurt Wheel. Don't know why I got that. I guess it was clean, gatefold, whatever. And the Footloose soundtrack. Everybody got cut Footloose. Looks in good shape. $5 record. Alright, I did, after I got the records, I went down, looked around downstairs, figured I'd find some. I swear that estate looked like it was already picked clean. They basically announced at the door that the Legos were sold to the first guy in the door. He said he was buying them all, so I don't know what the price was on them, but anyway, so that's always fun when you hear something's already sold before you can get in the doorway. I found 3 Wii games. There was a stack, but they said $3 each. I don't know. I got the Star Wars Complete Saga. I got Guitar Hero 5 and Lego Rock Band. I think this one's worth selling on eBay. I don't remember now. I did a quick scan of it. I left the rest up and they weren't anything great. I think more Legos and there's some other games, but I don't really have these sorted. There was doubles in there. That guy was basically cleaning out his stuff. So any of them Beatles and stuff, they must have been beat up, because I said something, no Floyd, and he goes, well, these are the $2 records. So you feel kind of cheated that, you know, if they had an estate, that when you're looking at an estate sale and you see all these records, you would assume they're going to be the estate sales records, not some other guy bringing them in. So even though the family may pick some of them out, you're still going to have a decent selection of stuff. Anyway, I think I already said that in the van. Oh my god, I'm getting old. I'll have to cut one of them, or leave one at the end for humor's sake. How stupid and old I'm kidding. Stevie Nicks, Belladonna. Should sell for $5. American Pop soundtrack is a promotional copy. Well, it's stamped. Not on the record itself, though, just on the... I checked these. They look pretty decent. I'm sure I missed something, but John Fogerty, center field. Most of these will be... I'll check the soundtracks. I already know I'm not going to ask more than $5 for that. It's okay, but the top's rough. Christopher Cross. There was 2 of these. I took this one, even though it has a cutout. It has the hype stickers, so, and I think it was cleaner. Got the inside sleeve. And Peter Wolf from Jay Giles Band. You don't see his records that often. It looked pretty good. But another $5 record. Grace Jones. I don't see her very often out in the wild either. So I'm figuring, oh, that's another one I'll be looking. Here's one that's in my record covered book that I've had forever. And it's a little racy, but it's the New Ventures, which I don't think I've ever had this. It's the only one I got that really was questionable, but it just made me I had to buy it. Anyway, Sweet Dreams, not the cool Sweet Dreams, but it has the stamped MCA thing on the front. It looks like it's in good shape. Wise Buys, $5 record. This one's neat. Psych Out, I thought. That looks cool. Dick Clark production, so you know there's nothing too crazy on here. I don't know, is this storybook? What is that? Is that... I wonder if, no, because there's... Storybook must be a band. Pretty Song from Psych Out. Rainy Day, Mushroom Pillow, Strawberry Alarm Clock. Two Fingers Pointing on You, The Seeds. Bonazy Creek? I don't know. Ashberry Wednesday. The World's on Fire, Strawberry Alarm Clock. Another storybook, another storybook. They were made just another storybook and another storybook, and then the final song is World's on Fire, long version, Strawberry Alarm Clock. So I think this one's okay. No sleeve in it, but I'll play that, see what that's like. Another soundtrack, The Eyes of Laura Mars. Isn't this John Carpenter TV movie, right? I've only ever seen it a long time ago, and I probably shut it off. It's a gatefold, kind of cool. It's Faye Dunaway, right? Yeah. Well, I heard there's a lot of stories about her out there. Tommy Lee Jones. I forgot he's in this. He still looks old and withered. Where's the director? Oh, Ivan Kershner. You know, Empire Strikes Back. War Games. That's pretty cool, isn't it? I don't know who did the music. Oh, it's John Badham. I always forget that's who did this. Who's the music by, though? Probably somebody not good. Arthur B. Rubinstein. That's cool, though. It looks in good shape. Nice shape. Buster with Phil Collins. Just a collection of songs. Kind of cool, though. There's the girl in here with him. Phil Collins and Julie Walters. This is neat. It's probably not worth anything. The Wally Winks. That looks cool. It's a gatefold. Hey, I missed a lot of stuff. Chris that sets up with the record shows and stuff, he found a Brady Bunch record. I don't think it's worth that much, but it depends on the condition. That guy, I'm assuming, checked a lot. He doesn't maybe check these soundtracks very good, but still, it's I didn't expect this soundtrack for Explorers to have vocals. It's clearly that I haven't listened to this album. I guess they tried to make E.T., I would assume. Here's the year in 80. Anyway, Best of Blondie. I don't know if that'll be $10 or $5. Woman in Red, they had two of these. Stevie Wonder. There's a bunch of songs by other people. This is a nice one. It's gatefold. Stars. I almost left this, but he said I could keep it because I had 25 records, and the even amount would have been 24. It's got tape, but this guy Richie Rano used to put the KISS convention on in New York. I probably said this before, but I set up there a lot. I went the first year, second year I think, and then the rest of the time I became a dealer so I could get in like 2 hours early and set up and get better, you know, meet people and stuff. Met the Misfits there and stuff. They were awesome. Not Danzig wasn't with them at that point. That's when they were starting again. I have a big poster signed in the back. In some of my videos you might have seen it at some point. Scrambled Feet. It's a cast thing. I don't know. Probably, what is it? Probably Broadway, right? I don't know. John Driver directed it, and I see no one. I don't even know why I grabbed this. I guess just because it looks pretty cool. I think it said, perfect review, Perennial something. That's from John Simon. I don't know. I'd never seen it before. The Big Country. Is this just one song, or is it? No, I think this is their album, right? I've never had it. Because that song is The Big Country, right? Is their song? I don't even know if it's, yeah, right here. In The Big Country. Barry Lyndon soundtrack. That's a Kubrick movie I've never seen. I've heard it's good. It doesn't really sound like something I'm really interested in. I have Spartacus on VHS. I keep meaning to watch, and I haven't even done that. So, yeah, I had the. I think I said that too. I had that Black Sabbath album, and I gave it to Montoya. Now he's got it. This one's kind of beat up. I probably should have left it. The cover's taped up. Mountain Live. Leslie West. This is after Rick Derringer would have left, I suppose. It's got some some scuffs on it. Maybe nothing will hurt it. Leslie West, Corky Lane, drums, Steve Knight, keyboards, and Felix Papaladia. They must be the two original guys. Another soundtrack. None of these are probably worth much. This Goldie Hawn soundtrack, or a Foul Play, Chevy Chase, Goldie Hawn. The Diner. It's a stamp thing. Is that promo? Yeah, stamp promo. I don't think the record is. It's 2 records up. Oh yeah, it's a white label. So I highly doubt we get more than $5 for it, but I was hoping I'd have at least one decent album. But like I said, that guy knew what he was putting out there. Mick Jagger. I got that one too. I did not see, I think there was a Pat Benatar in the picture, and the Michael Jackson, they evidently stuck them back in a different crate. I was lucky the first crate I hit was the one with the Black Sabbath and this and something else. What do you want? You want to say hi? Hello? So I got that Mick Jagger. I don't see this album much. I highly doubt that's worth much either. And then this Eric Clapton history of Eric Clapton. I think it's a combination of all his stuff. I don't know if the Yardbirds are on here. This sleeve is ancient. Hello? Ain't Got You, Hideaway. I'm not a big fan of Eric Clapton's mouth running back in the day. I saw him in concert after his controversial talk. But, and he was good. Can't beat the concert. I was right up front. leaning on the fence. I have a bag full of confetti. Yeah, I guess this is alright. I don't know if it's worth more than $5. No sleeves, but I think I probably have some Atco sleeves that'll work. So there you go. That is my big haul. It's kind of more disappointing now that I got to look at it again. I'm not real excited. I thought I had a few better soundtracks. Guess I should have kept the Black Sabbath. At least I could have had a Black Sabbath record, even if it was beat up. Thanks. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, oh yeah, Explorers is a good album. I just wondered anybody else's opinion on somebody bringing non-estate stuff to the estate and kind of tempting you with the fact that there might be better stuff in there. So, just wondered what anybody else's opinion. Leave a comment. Psych, this album pretty good. It's actually a little rare too. Sad, I knew I was going to find this out. See the tape on this Mountain album? Just a seam was apart. They could have glued it. I'm going to try to remove one of the pieces of tape from the back, because if I can get the tape off, the glue I can probably get off, and then I can just glue the seam together. Look at that. What is that?